Welcome back, YouTube. I got a fishing video I'm gonna try to get up later this week, but right now we got us a fishing rod rack holder here from Plusinno, and I'm gonna try to get it up where I can make some extra room in my fishing and storage room in there. One of the rooms in the house that I use to store some of my fishing stuff. Try to make more room in there to get the wifey off of my case a little bit. But this is the Plusinno fishing rod rack. It has 9 rod holders on here, and we gonna try to get it set up on there this evening. Get it set up where we can make some little bit more extra room in there, make the wifey happy. It looks like it'll be simple to put up. Small, compact, mounts up to the wall. This is a wall mounting one. I got a couple of the floor ones. It works by see here, get it turned the right way. Spring system. Got pressure on it there. You push it back and it puts the pressure on the rods. It's kind of hard to work in one hand. Put your rod in there, let it back down, and catches a grip on it there and holds it. So that's what it looks like. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes for the mounting screws. Got a little package here. Got the screws in there and look like sheetrock anchors. I think no more weight than what I'm gonna be putting on it. I might just go with the screws. If I need the sheetrock anchors, I can put them in there later. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a couple of little small holes drill, and we'll start putting this thing up. Well, this is where we're gonna start at in here. And so what I did, I was already marked off. I don't know if you can see it or not. I was marked off for where the holes are gonna be. I got it marked up 3 foot high, so that's where we can place it at. But I'm gonna get my drill and drill some holes, and this is into the side of where the closet is. So I'm hoping and pretty sure there ain't no electric wires there, but I know we got a plug right down there on this side. But speaking of electric wires, I know there ain't none at that closet there. But one of my first jobs, I was 18 and 19, I guess, and I was doing a carpenter's helper work, and the old fella told me he's looking for somebody to work with him, and he told me all he needed was somebody that could drive a nail and use a saw from time to time. But anyhow, we went, and he picked me up one morning, and he said, we got a house to start on today. We could remodel a bathroom. And we got there to the house, and I went into the house, and the lady, she was going about her business in there, cleaning up and working around the kitchen. And the old guy, he was sitting there in the chair watching TV in his recliner, and he spoke to me when I come in and talked with me a few minutes. And he knew my dad and some of my people from years back. And I went on in, and the carpenter, he had marked out on the wall behind the toilet. And he tell me, he says, I want you to cut this line with the Sawzall or the Tiger Saw, whichever one you want to call it, all the way across and behind that toilet. He says, just cut it straight on the line I got marked. And I started off the cutting. And I got about 2 inches with that tiger saw. And I stopped and I says, sir, I says, are you sure that there ain't no electric wires behind in this wall back here? And he says, no. Says they never put electric wires behind a toilet. I said, oh man, all I got to do is cut this straight line. So I throwed it to that tiger saw. I was letting that thing eat. And I got straight over behind that toilet. And that tiger saw lit up. And I was blinded for about 20 seconds. And everything had went dark in that house. The bathroom was dark in there. And he was standing in the window looking in from the outside while I was cutting. And that thing had burnt the whole end of that blade off of that tiger saw. I looked at that tiger saw and half the blade was gone. I was standing there looking at him and he said, well, that's the first time I ever seen him run electric wire behind a toilet. And I just asked him they ever run it. He said, no. But we had to get the electrician in there and he had to cut off the electricity what was going to that part of the house where they'd have lights in the rest of the house. And hitting the hot summertime, we were hot there for a couple of hours till that electrician got out there, got that thing fixed. But we run the drop cord round from the other side, from another room, and run a long drop cord where I could finish working in there. And they come in later on and started working with electricity after we got through doing what we needed to do in there before we finished up. They had another sheetrock guy that come in and do the sheetrock work. But anyhow, that was the story of one of my first jobs. No, they never runs wire, but it was a brick house, but it was built back, I don't know, probably in the 50s or so. But they would show electric wires behind that toilet. But we can work on this here now. You can start putting it on the wall here. But another thing, me and him, the carpenter did, we was slow one week and he said we had some sheds and a barn that we could mess with until we got some more work in for the next week. So went by to work on one of the sheds. Something's off a little bit here. Just had to get it lined up. But I don't know why, because one of them sheds, they had 10 was had holes in it all the way through. Some of them was so old. He said that I asked him why we were working on them. He said he didn't know, as long as we was getting paid, that we would drive nails and hammer tin, as long as they was paying us. Probably a tax purpose or something. But anyhow, got the old barn, and I know that old barn must have been it was over 100 years old, because it's been there since I was a little boy. Since I was a little boy that I can remember. And we went on the inside and we nailed a few nails. And that thing, we went upstairs up the steps they had to the second story. And we had to step where the rafters was up there, because that thing, the boards would crumble under your feet. I mean, that was an old barn, been there for years and years and years. My older brothers, some of them 70 years old, I remember it being there from when they was little boys. But anyhow, we messed around there, and we got on the outside, and the top of that barn had holes in that tin. And I don't know why we working on it, because they sure wasn't gonna put nothing in it. But probably tax purposes, like I say. But when we walked on the outside, there was a corner of that roof up there, and I remind you, them rafters up under the roof up there was rotten. And he looked up there, that piece of tin that was bent up, and the holes in the rest of the tin up there places. He said, "You think you can go up there and nail that piece of tin down?" And I kind of a little scared of heights anyhow. I look up at that thing, and I know that stuff was rotting up under that tin. And I said, "Sir, I ain't going up there, and you can't make me." He kind of smiled and stepped back, looked at it. He said, "I don't blame you." He said, "If my son goes up there, he's crazy too." Let's see how this thing's gonna look. We got it up there. I think what we do is stagger these reels where they'll be offset from each other a little bit. Get them up there. See what kind of room we can make with them. But I like that a whole lot better right there than I do the floor rod holders. They're saving a whole lot more room. But I'll drop a link to Plusinno, and you go on there and check them out. They have fishing stuff, pliers, fishing reels. I think they have a few rods. Check out the stuff there and see what all they have. But I wish I had a couple of more of these rod holders here. But these things has a good bit of pressure on there, but I mean, they ain't too bad to where they smashing the rod, but you can put them on there, take them off easy. It's simple. Hold it right in place. But that's what we're doing for right now. We're working on it. We'll get these things set up and see what kind of extra room we got here in a minute. But I'll drop a link to them there, and y'all, like I said, I'll drop a link and y'all can check out the site if you're interested. Goes one of them. Still got some of these old Zebcos from probably back in the 80s. Got the round, fixed round, more rounded like. Caught many a fish on these old reels. Some of these old Zebcos are tough. I must be got 4 or 5 of them around here from the 80s, and I still use them sometimes. But we about to get this thing here set up here good. But yeah, I put the this particular rack 3 foot up off of the floor, and this is how I got them staggered. And I like it myself. So it cuts back on a whole lot of room. But these are my brim fishing rods and stuff. Some of them 6 foot, some of them 5'6", something like that. They're not the real long rods. Long rods I got in my shed. But you could take these if you wanted to put them on the wall and turn them up ways and have 2 of them. And if you got long rods, you could stack them up long ways on the wall instead of up and down like I have them here. You could put them crossways, but this is just a little short wall. But on a big wall like this, you could put one here and one further down, and you could lay your rods long ways along the wall on them. But you need 2 of them. I think that would work. But anyhow, I like it. And it's cut back on a lot of room there. Got a lot of them brim busters and stuff out that corner. I put the brim busters on this rack here. But that was our little video for today. In a couple of days I'm gonna try to get a fishing video up, but we got a lot of rain, I think, coming Friday and Saturday, and I'm starting to take a little bit of time off from hunting to try to do a little bit of fishing. Fish trying to bite some, they just got to pick up, but they'll get to biting a little bit later. But anyhow, if you're interested in one of them, I'm gonna drop a link below, and you can get one from Plusinno there. Go on their website and you can check them out and see what all products and stuff they got, and check them out and see what they got. Anyhow, we'll catch you the next time, YouTube.